What's up, Mike?
What's happening, man?
Our countdown begins to you coming down, setting up the studio.
Dude, I'm pumped, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be.
I can't believe this is happening. It's going down. It's going down.
It's going down, Jim. Damn right.
Yeah, I've got ideas nonstop. I think I'm gonna drive you guys crazy with ideas, and you're gonna be exhausted when I'm done with you when we get to the studio. Like, I've been waiting a long time. Like, Mike, I took a ride with my daughter on my bicycle last night in my neighborhood.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, Dad, your brain literally is like, it's like a stallion out in the that just got out in the wild for the first time. Like, your brain never stops. Like, no, yes, it does. It's like every 20 seconds, like, and then I'm going to do this. And then I got this idea. It just goes on and on.
That's good, man. You know,
because
a lot of them, it's like, 100 of them, maybe 80 of them won't work out, but that's what you do. You plant your seeds.
I just want one. Just want to work out. So last week, I want to let everyone know it's a miracle I'm even here right now. Like, you have no clue. Yesterday was the first day I was really able to comfortably wear a shirt. The fact that I look the way I look right now is mind-boggling. Because for my daughter's vacation, my wife, myself, and my youngest daughter went to the Florida Keys to go diving, right? So we go diving. It's amazing. It's incredible. The second dive was like, it was unbelievable. Second dive was so cool. It was like a sea turtle. And he was down there and he's nibbling and he kind of looked at us. He's like, okay, I'm being watched. Just kind of pretend no one's looking. Take off this way. He was huge. Saw a lot of nurse sharks and stuff. It was cool. So when we came back, sometimes diving kind of knocks you out, makes you tired. Depends how deep you go. And so we're on the water, great day. And we're on the water in the Florida Keys, and I sit myself under this palm tree. And it's all in the shade. There's like these 3 palm trees, and I'm in the shade. So I take the chair and I put in the shade, and I know that the sun is where I'm completely covered. So I take my shirt off, covered, fine. I'm in the shade. Life is good. I wake up, I don't know, like an hour and a half later, about 20 minutes later, and I'm still in the shade. I'm not in the sun. I'm still in the shade. I go, I'm kind of disappointed. I got no color. I go for a little bike ride. I come back to where we're staying, and as I'm taking my clothes off, this is horrifying. This is what I see. Mike, show this picture. Oh!
Dude, wow.
So the best was I call Sib, right? And he's like, dude, bro, you're gonna show up in Vegas looking like a burn victim. Dude, that is gnarly. He goes, you look like what, like an experiment when the government wants to like mix a breed of human and salmon. You look like salmon man. You're salmon man, bro. I was howling. I mean, that is horrifying. Now this is Easter Sunday.
Oof.
Right now we're on a Thursday. So I'm going to tell everyone this. This is not a sponsorship. I'm not a doctor. All I know, I just showed you what I look like. I couldn't put a shirt on for at least 3 days. I had to sleep on my back. This stuff right here, I'm not getting one nickel for this. I've never heard, like I heard of aloe. I swear on my life, on my kids' lives, I'm not being endorsed. I'm just being honest. God forbid anyone is a jackass like me and you take your shirt off and you look like this. Mike, show the picture. Do you see how red it is in this part of my chest? That is horrifying. I'm hurting right now looking at that. And my nipples were hard for 3. Look at my nose.
Your face says it all, man.
My face says it all. This right here. And it's not, listen, I've had people say, get the aloe with the green. No, because it's added toxins in there and alcohol and dye, which makes it green. Aloe, pure gel, 100% gel. I used an entire bottle. So what I would do is literally every 2.5, 3 hours, I would rub my whole front side, my entire face. My daughter's like, Dad, take some peppermint and put it in there. And I got to tell you that too. She gave me some like peppermint oil. Don't ask me why. It would take away the pain. And that night, my back is fine. It was all in the front. So I slept in the place we had a couch. I was sleeping in the couch, freeze my ass off. Could feel the steam coming off my chest. And I couldn't even I put a shirt and take it off. And I get up, do this. Dude, this stuff's a miracle. I mean, I'm not even peeling. Now, maybe it'll start peeling. I don't know. But look, I mean, I'm still red. But it's almost like tan now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't look as painful.
It doesn't look painful, but even my face is clear. This is what helped. I am not a doctor, but this is what helped me. Fruit of the earth. Aloe says no alcohol. Dude, well, I got to contact this company and just write them a personal letter saying, I cannot thank you enough. You saved my life. Thank you. Are we able to call Joe real quick to see if he picks up?
Yeah.
Please. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hey.
What up, you guys?
2 things real quick.
Fire away.
The first one is, because it erased, you left me a message. I just showed everyone my sunburn.
Oh, God. Dude. It was, I mean, seriously, I've never seen anyone get burned like that. I thought you had put a filter on your phone. It looked like there was a filter on your phone, and it reminded me as a kid of like when you used to watch that Christmas special with the Heat Miser guy. And I was like, oh my gosh. You remember that little guy? His head was on fire. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm just too much. I mean, and then the color of your skin, I've never seen a human being's skin like that. It was the color of salmon. You look like a big fish.
I told you.
You look like a big fish that put a pair of shorts on and just cruised around Key West.
Well, I know. Well, I'm showing it, dude. Wait till you see me. It's a miracle. You're gonna be blown away. And it was aloe. But here's the other reason I called. We talked earlier. The laminates sold out.
Yep.
Those 420 laminates. That was a great idea.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
But you also started telling me something else that we're thinking about doing.
Well, the thing that I've realized, man, is like, so when we were kicking around the idea of like, man, we should do something around 420, but not something silly. I was like, man, we got to do something that the fans would be stoked on, Yeah. And what I realized was with the Half Baked thing, the people that come up, they're like, oh my God, I love Half Baked. It's my greatest movie in the world. But it's the same thing with a lot of the stuff with like Long Live Paint and then, Party in My Stomach and all of those. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to start doing these limited edition items that are just killer collectible ideas like, Long Live Paint, coffee mug, or, you know, a party in my stomach. Like we have this idea for Party in My Stomach to do a limited edition, like photograph painted poster. And then the other idea that we had was for when we go to 4th of July, you know, the bit that you do about getting fired out of a cannon. That was the bit that I was like, oh man, let's have an artist draw you in the cannon, and like all the things you talk about in that bit, like the stoners out in the they're out in the canoe, and they're out there in the canoe. I think he's going to be over here, and then the kid's drawing on your face, and then the smoke will say, instead of saying "see ya," it'll say "Happy 4th of July." So like that was an idea, just limited edition, cool, collectible stuff that people, you know, can't get anywhere except through your website.
I love your thinking, man. You know, we started talking about the long-lived paint. I like what that guy made for us. Remember
the long-lived paint shirt?
Yeah, it looked really good. I mean, yeah. I think there's a lot of cool ideas we could run with on what that is. Could be, I don't know. We'll talk about it. But I just want to say, yeah, I mean, I was excited about what we were talking about today.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's cool is like those items are cool to make, and they don't need to be $1 million. And I think that the best part about doing those is for the fans. There's only a limited run done. So like if you have one, like, you know, whoever bought those laminates, you know, we only did 100 of those that you signed. You know, you signed them. They're done. They're numbered, and then down the road, it's like someone's like, "Oh, dude, did you get that laminate?" You know what it reminds me of? Like when I was a kid, if like the Ramones did a limited edition, 7-inch, you're like, "Oh my god!" And then you run into another guy that has one, and you just both nerd out on it, and I love that.
I was like that with Priest and like old Metallica stuff and all that shit. Yeah, I was super hyped on.
Yeah, you remember when like a band would release a 7-inch or they'd release a 12-inch, and you know back then you had to go to the store and get it, and it was such a hassle to get it. But once you had it, you had to listen to it with your friends, and you nerd out over it. And I think that we can do some items. We can just do cool stuff like that.
It's a good idea. I'm actually cracking up thinking about everyone 30 or 35 and under is going, what is he talking about? 7-inch, 7-inch, 10. What is
right now they're going, what kind of podcast is this? I thought Breuer was family friendly. What is he talking about? I don't like this.
So anyway,
you know,
I'll see you soon, man. Thanks for picking up.
All right, brother. No worries, you guys. Later, you guys.
All right, later.
Later, man.
Later.
Late. That's how Joe says later. Late. He always says goodbye like this. Late. Okay, late. He's got his own lingo. And I said, why don't we start coming up with Sib shirts? And I want to come up with all his sayings like late, dude, rad, bro. I just don't know what they'll look like yet, like a skateboarder type guy. I don't know. We'll work on it. So we're going to take a jump in the bunker. We're going to go a couple places. We're going to go Jesus. I just got a lot of people's attention. Jesus bunker. Okay. And everything on the bunker. Okay. Letting everyone know everything in the bunker. Put your glasses on. We're in the bunker. Everything in the bunker is just back patio talk. It's not facts. Could be facts. We don't know. We're just blah, 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 blah. This is character. This is a bunker. The videos you see are just simply videos. I don't know if they're edited. I don't know if they're real. I don't know if they're fact. I don't know if they're nonsense. I don't know anything about them. But we bring them to the bunker, and this is what we do. Some of this stuff you may go, I don't buy any of that. Some of you go, I already knew that, but I'm bored. I got it. Been there, done that. But we're going to hit some subjects today. We are going to go 9/11. We are going to go Jesus. And we're going to go Oklahoma City. That bombing. But first, you know who are big bunker fans? Manscaped. Now, as you can tell, I don't got a whole lot going on. But you know who's Mr. Hairy Ben? Mike is.
That's right. It's time to tame your mane with Manscaped's Pro Beard Kit. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. That's right, face grooming doesn't need to be hard. Get 20 different beard lengths in just one guard. The titanium-coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to single-stroke efficiency. That brings satisfaction one stroke at a time. The Pro Kit doesn't end there, though. There's the beard shampoo and conditioner. Next, the kit has Manscaped's Beard Oil. Cap off the kit with the Beard Balm. The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 free gifts: a beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress.
You dig the Manscaped?
Yeah, man, it's not bad. The beard hedge trimmer is pretty sweet. I like the adjustments on the blade and stuff, and the same thing. It's also waterproof. So if I decide to not use a mirror in the shower and just go all willy-nilly on my face, I can do it.
I know everyone that used it loves it. So I want to thank Manscaped.
Use promo code Breuniverse for 20% off and free shipping.
Breuniverse, 20% off, free shipping.
That's
20%
fact.
off. Use Breuniverse, BREUNIVERSE. Thank you, Manscaped. I don't know what happened to this guy, but I saw him at one of the Reawaken American tours. I saw him a couple times. He was a speaker there. And I guess he died. I don't know how this guy died. Do you know anything about this, Mike?
No.
Okay. Let's play this video. I guess it's right before this guy died. This is interesting. It's that first video, the doctor I sent you.
The guy with the beard.
Yeah, the beard. I thought he was a rabbi. I think he is a rabbi.
Yeah, hi, good morning. This is Dr. Zelenko. I'd like to give you a biology lesson. There are many viruses in the world, and we categorize them based on their genetic material. And so there's a class of viruses called single-stranded RNA viruses. And some of those viruses include all the COVID strains, COVID-19, influenza virus, RSV virus, Marburg virus, Ebola virus, hantavirus, and there are a few others. The point being is that they all are single-stranded RNA viruses that use the same common pathway in making copies of their genetic material. That's something called RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. That's what I've been talking about for the last 2 years in the context of COVID-19. But if we extrapolate that to think more broadly, then it's the same mechanism of treatment using zinc ionophores, and zinc could inhibit all the strains of COVID-19, influenza virus, RSV virus,
Zinc,
Ebola virus, Marburg virus, and hantavirus. This has tremendous amount of national security implications, and I don't think anyone realizes this. And so I'm pleading with our scientists and the honest people in our government to investigate this, because as the recent chatter in the news is going, we're seeing hemorrhagic fever from China. There's concern about Marburg virus, hantavirus, and Ebola virus. These viruses carry, to some estimates, 90% death rates. So I think there may be a solution to all these huge public health and bioterrorist problems, all with one simple, cheap, oral approach. Basically, what I'm saying is if the whole world had enough vitamin D3, high normal levels of vitamin D3, and enough intracellular zinc, we can eradicate most of these health threats.
What?
Thank you, and God bless you.
Now, this is what I ask people when people get pissed. Does he look like he's selling anything? Does he look like he's been endorsed? I don't think the guy's alive. Mike, can you look up Dr. Zelensky? I'm pretty sure he passed away. And I have no clue how this man passed away. He was alive a couple months ago. Dr. Zelensky. Anything come up?
Vladimir Zelenko. Yeah, he passed away June 30th, 2022.
Does it say of what?
Zelenko died at a hospital in Dallas where he was undergoing treatment for lung cancer on June 30th, 2022 at the age of 48. He was battling cancer for several years, and he is survived by his wife and, 8 children. God damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So here's a man who is staring at mortality. And unless you know what that is, that's as honest as you can get in life. When your mortality is staring you in the face, why would you say the things he said? And he said, we can solve so many problems, health problems, with the right amount of D3 and intracellular zinc. And those things you can pretty much, I believe, buy right over the counter, which goes back to what is really going down right now. Because, Mike, now I know I'm going to go out of sync here.
Yep.
So I'm going to play the third video. This is what I don't understand when people get caught up in politics and the size of the vicious, disturbing, disgusting, evil, well-paid, well-marketed, well-designed lie that cost lives. And you were shut down unless you were told was the way to go. And here you have people being, let's arrest this guy because he paid something. And who cares? Let's just say Trump is a guy named Bill. Bill paid some lady of ill repute for something a couple years ago. And you have this lying to your face. Play this video. I don't want people to forget this.
You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Hey, folks, guess you heard. This morning I tested positive for COVID.
And when people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected.
Dr. Fauci says he has COVID again.
If you've done the right thing and gotten vaccinated, you deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19. And this morning, I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well.
You don't say.
That you would prevent it not just from serious illness, but from getting this virus, this Omicron variant, and therefore giving it to others.
Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews is in quarantine for 7 days after testing positive to COVID.
I'm fully vaccinated. It gives me some comfort.
Anthony Albanese has just tested positive for coronavirus.
Having received 2 doses of AstraZeneca.
Hey.
Liar, liar, liar. Give me an L-I-A-R. Liar, liar, liars. Lied right to your face. Nobody's got an issue with that? Let's put all politics aside. You don't have an issue. If you people lost jobs, you couldn't eat in a restaurant. I had I had family members going, man, we're going to New York City because we have the vaccination card. You really should get vaccinated. And I go, really? Where'd you get your information? From these liars? None of them are doctors. I don't know, is Fauci a doctor? They lied to your face. Right? Russia's the enemy. China's the enemy. The people that lie to your face are the enemy. The president of the United States, of the Corporation of America, lies to your face. And we're still backing this human being? If someone in your family was a blatant liar, do you keep hanging around them? If your friends were blatant liars, do you hang around them? Your president lied to your face. You're safe. You people are really getting on my nerves. I'm losing patience, quote unquote, with you unvaccinated. Lied to your face. Fauci lied to your face. Oh, but we're gonna talk about gender rights. Boop boop boo loo loo boop boo boop. We're talking about pro-life, my right, my body, my boop boop boo loo loo doo doo doo. We need to take the guns away. We need to save the chip. Boop boop boo loo loo boop boo doo. I'll let you figure it out. It baffles my mind that people don't have issues when they're when the leader of a country, the Canadian president, lied to your face. And they're worried about January 6th. No wonder they're pissed about January 6th, because I think people are starting to be like, that was, first of all, we don't care. We don't buy it. A lot of people don't care. You keep trying to compare it to some big monster. Oh, God, this is like the Civil War. It was like 9/11. What kind of moron statement is that? That's crazy talk. That's if someone came in with a life jacket, crazy jacket. January 6th was just like 9/11. That's this poor thing needs help. They need some, there's a balance going. It's not enough zinc. They need some more D3. All right. I keep thinking I'm over it. I forget they're still in there. I don't want people to forget who lies to your face. Laughing. How many people ran out and got it? Because they lied to your face. Okay. All right, Mike. Let's play this cartoon. I want to get into Oklahoma City thing. This is a great cartoon. Look at it.
Hi, I'm Merrick Garland. I'm the totally corrupt Attorney General who helped cover up the fact that the FBI was involved with the Oklahoma City bombings. They found several undetonated explosive devices inside the federal buildings, and there were records of FBI agents contacting the patsy Timothy McVeigh ahead of the event. But I helped sweep all that under the rug. Now I'm the U.S. Attorney General, and I spend my time propping up a Manchurian candidate who rigged the election. And anyone who protests our rigged elections, I put them in prison and charge them with insurrection. Biden and me are the definition of fascists because we literally charge and arrest our political opponents for made-up crimes and silence all protesters and censor all voices of dissent. Welcome to my new America where no one is above the law. Except Biden, Pelosi, Schumer, everyone on the Jeff Epstein client list, pretty much any Democrats, thugs and violent criminals, pedophiles, election riggers, illegal aliens, people who blow up natural gas pipelines and start international wars. Only they are above the law.
Where's the list? Where's the Epstein? Why has nobody been on the news being on Epstein's list visiting the island? Why any of this? So I heard this today. And you bunkers better find out about this, okay? So I was filming something today, That'll be announced down the road. And while I was filming, I don't know, this is a fact. I'm just putting it out there in bunker land to see who can look this up. Our government now is bringing back the draft. And people are getting letters. Kids are getting letters, especially if they got student loans or government loans, that they need to sign up. Just in case. I don't know this for a fact, but I heard 2 people talking about that today. And if that is true, you know, I always said this when it comes to like war. First of all, there's no reason for war. There's no reason why people can't talk and be peaceful and figure it out. If you take away governments and you let just people talk to people, I guarantee you things will get solved immediately. Hey man, you have a mom, you have a sister, you have a wife, you have a kid, you have people say, and they start talking. Normal people like you and I, we know how to talk to one another. Why do we allow governments to create wars that we have nothing to do with? We have nothing to do with their big, ridiculous, violent games. Why? I don't understand. I need someone to explain to me why people, I bet you if we sat down, like me, Shaka, you get like a Rogan, not that I'm in the category with those people. I'm just saying, I'll take a Joe, let's take a Joe Rogan, right? And get a couple of his buddies, and they go talk to the leaders of Russia and Ukraine. Not even the leaders. You talk to the people, and you get their views and their ideologies, and we figure out how to do things. And it's not going to happen in an hour. It may take a month. Isn't that worthwhile over wanting to murder, kill, send innocent lives that have nothing to do it? Do you think some kid in Kentucky right now is going, why do I got to go fight somewhere? Why do I have to go fight? But aren't we done with that? You know what I'd love to see if stuff like that went down? For us to stand up and block every blockade saying, no, they're not going. You go. You send Hunter Biden. You send the Biden family. You send the Pelosi family. You send everyone that voted yes. You gotta go. And when they reach here, then we'll grab our armor that you're trying so hard to take away. So hard to get away. You want it so bad to take the guns away. What about the children? I love when people say that. How many more children? How many more children? Armed people guard money. There's armed men at a bank guarding money. Armed men guard federal buildings, stars, with guns. So they're above children? All I know is when I walk down the street and I see a cop, if I'm thinking about stealing something, I'm not going to do it where he's hovering. That is what I call common sense. It's not debate, it's not politics. It's called common sense. If I'm a lunatic, I can tell you what, if I saw cops standing outside of school, I ain't going near it. I want to go to the school that has no security. It's common sense. Yeah, but you can scream your gun nonsense all you want. It's not going to change. Illegal guns. Give the bad guys the guns. That's smart. Take the guns from the good guys, but give them to the bad guys. Seriously. I get it. No one wants to see people get hurt. No one wants to see people get murdered. No one wants to see lunatics. But draft? Now you're talking about draft? A draft? Please tell me this isn't real. Please tell me this isn't real.
No, it's not.
You know this for a fact?
There is no draft at present, according to the SSS.government selective service system.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing that's really coming up saying that there's a draft. Everything that says
just
nope,
say you
not.
have to. Do you have to? What do you mean probably not? Do you have to register? Because what this guy was saying was, if you there was and the woman, he said something like, "They got a letter that you have to register."
Yeah, it says something. You may have seen the question. Have you registered for the selective service on applications for jobs, driver's license, student aid, and more?
Yes. Yes. And that, there's something in there. I don't know for a fact. This is hearsay. This is just me sitting there listening to these two people talking. And he said that what they're not showing you is basically if we go to war, they can take our the kids that signed that out, they can send them off to China, Ukraine, wherever they want. I don't know if that's a fact. I'm just saying, please look it up. Please figure it out. Okay. I'm hopped up.
I see that.
Jacked up.
That's what happens in the bunker, man.
Bunker's got my sunburn coming back. You know, the cartoon one too. It's like, there's a whole thing with the Oklahoma City bombing, which it didn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, again, I don't know nothing from nothing. All right. I'm just, word on the street is, word on the bunker street, which is not factual. Word on the bunker street is Hillary Clinton, the Clintons were about to be indicted. And Oklahoma City is a federal building with all the data, all the information. And of course, it was her section with all those records that just happened.
Just to clarify before we get called out for misinformation,
okay.
It's true that Bill and Hillary Clinton were investigated in the 1990s for their involvement in a failed real estate development project known as Whitewater, but there's no indication that Hillary Clinton was going to be indicted 4 days before the bombing.
Okay. This is gonna, this may rattle a cage and may open up a door to another vault. This is in the Jesus world. Let's play this video. What this guy says.
Jesus got married, never got crucified. As a matter of fact, the Sinai Bible, which predates the King James Version of the Bible, there was never a crucifixion. Didn't happen. It was added to the Bible by the Romans as they combined all their pagan and non-pagan holidays and everything else into one book and decided if we get the people under this one roof, instead of fighting them, we can keep them under this one thing and we can take their money every week. We can make them pay taxes, we can make them send us offerings, and so that's what they decided to do. So it says here, yes, Jesus was married and had children. His bloodline still walks the earth till this very day. A well-known story in the East recounts Jesus was a student of the mystery schools, and upon leaving there, he traveled to Tibet. He learned energetic healing and meditation. This is not me. This is not off my dome. This is coming up out of ancient texts, ancient records that already existed thousands of years before the Bible was written.
I can tell you this, if my wife was watching, I almost wish my wife was here because she'd be like, you know what, she'd be mad, she'd be so angry right now. That's the thing, like Christians get really angry. I ask you, it's, you know, when I think Jesus, I just think pure understanding and love. Does that make sense? So, I even go out my day where I'm like, I just want to, okay, if like in a godly manner, doing the right thing, like, okay, if you want to say, what would Jesus do? Like, okay, in this decision, how would this situation be handled? I personally, and I know a lot of you gonna, you're like, Jim, and you send me quotes and you send me, I'm just telling you, and I told my wife this the other day for Easter. She wanted us to sit down and she wanted us to read some stuff. And I was like, I can't grasp the walking on water, and I can't grasp the stuff like that. I turned it to wine. I can't. And then coming back, just walked around 3 days later. I'm not denouncing it, but I asked this question. Let's say it did happen, but let's say it didn't happen. Like, does it matter if the message is still the same? Like, if it still comes across? If his ultimate message is, okay, you got to go through me, love, understand what I'm showing you to get to the higher. Because even like with what this guy says, like he said, what is the book? What book is he referring to?
The Psi something.
Yeah, I don't know, but I always remember this: who writes books? Winners of wars, and they write the narrative. The losers aren't going to get to write their view. So if the Romans are running rapid and they're enslaving people and doing all this, would they have access to a book? And like, we need to change this. We need to. This is how we're going to put it. Like, is that possible? Do people get really angry at the thought of that? I don't know. Like, sometimes it's, sometimes I'll have this conversation with my wife where she'll be like, or I'll hear certain Christians go, yeah, dude, when Jesus comes back, I'm like, how do you vision that? Do you think like he's just going to appear and they'll say, well, it says in the Bible, and I understand that. I understand what it says, but I'm asking you, what do you see? Like, is it, and I'm just asking questions. I'm not I'm just asking questions. Do you see it as like, the robe and it comes back and it's like, all right, you guys got crazy. We gotta, change things up here. You guys went way off the rails here, way off the rails. Or does that set a standard when they say, he's coming back, blah, blah? Do you already have a vision? Because think all the visions you've been given, of what that is. How do you know that's not false visions? Or you've have images and pictures in your mind where you have no clue where it may come from. What if it's inside you? What if the power is inside you and all of us? That's your Jesus. To wake up, to start living towards the light, to start loving, to start understanding, to start putting weapons down, to start this hate that never ends, this media that just pushes hate, division. If you just take away media, it's so simple, it's comical. This is them hello everyone, hate, judge this, judge that, don't like them, hate, don't like them. Can you believe this? Let's debate. I'm going to teach you how to debate. I'm going to teach you how to hate, debate, and hate. You hear that every day of your life. Turn that off. If it was the other way, hey everyone, someone in your neighborhood really needs your help. And someone in your family really can use a phone call, and all you have to do is go, hey, I love you, and I've been thinking of you, and I honestly want to know how you're doing. And that can change such deep emotions that lie inside us. It can be such a nice, easy way to start stepping towards something more beautiful. I'm tired of hearing about Ukraine. I'm tired of hearing about our government's nonsense. I'm tired of it. They don't care about me. They're all billionaires. They're all trillionaires. They're all millionaires. And we fight over religions and all that. And even that, I think at times where religions was made, manufactured to keep everyone divided. But most people that go for it really want to, there's Catholics that really, they believe everything. And all that, they love it all. And there's Muslims, they believe everything. And that's because I truly feel they come from a place where they're searching and they want to know God and they want to know their maker and creator. And why do people argue and debate like you have to do this? I don't think we should be in that position to say what we have to do when it comes to finding light, love, and God. As long as as long as the light turns on, as long as your energy changes from to I could see the beauty in that. I could see the beauty in this poor person that lives in pain. I could see the beauty in this person that has so much fear inside them. Why wait for a savior? Why wait for the superhero? Why not just start right now? I sound like a Van Halen song. What's that Sammy Hagar song? Right now.
Hey, tomorrow.
Do. Yeah. I want everyone to blast that song right now. But anyway, I like putting stuff like that out there. And it's not to debate, he's saying it's out there. And it's propaganda. It doesn't matter. Does it honestly matter? Can't we all start just I sound very kumbaya-ish, but I'm being serious. Someone has to start. Any talk of war, turn it off and denounce it. They turned around. Our government and all these these big farms, they denounced us. They denounced us for asking questions. They denounced us for everything. Why not start denouncing them? Can you imagine your neighbor going, I can't stand that guy in the next neighborhood. I think your kid should go over there and fight him. What a stupid concept. When you think of it like that, what a stupid concept. Well, you ain't sending my kid over there to fight some guy in a neighborhood he never met. Yeah, but we got to because that's the only way I can keep making money. And you're my slave. That's all it is. And my team, I can get my team to do anything. Get out of the team. Stop defining yourself as a Republican. Stop defining yourself as a diehard Democrat. Stop defining yourself as I'm an activist. Start defining yourself as I'm a human being that wants to start walking and healing and changing lives for the better. And if this guy's is right about Jesus, he didn't say anything bad about him. But it does make me wonder. But either way, at the end of the day, I always use that love. And I sit there, I'm like, show me how you want to do this, how you want to talk, how you want me to act, how you want me to feel. And it helps me a lot. And you could say whatever it is. Well, that's just, and that's okay. It doesn't matter as long as we're all walking in a better direction. So there you go. We got to stop idolizing people that don't care about us. And that includes your president, includes everyone. You care about yourself, your wife, your child, your brother, your best friend. We got to start caring about each other. Stop watching the news. And we won't have these bunkers anymore. Stop believing everything your government tells you, your news channel tells you, your so-called specialists tell you. Trust your instinct. Trust what you have inside you. It was designed perfectly. They're trying so hard to go after our children and tell those kids that they weren't designed just perfectly. They got them confused. They don't know what their purpose in life is. They don't know why they're a male or why they're a female or what. That there's no one teaching them that they're perfect. Didn't anyone ever read to these kids The Ugly Duckling? You're not done yet. Yeah, but my penis, I feel like I should have vagina. You're not done yet. No, I don't like it. You're not done yet. God's not done with you yet. He's not done with you. Everything has a purpose and in time. Does anyone teach that anymore? The Ugly Duckling. Maybe we should do one big ugly duckling. One big ugly duckling reading. All right. We'll see you next time. Go to jimbreuer.com for stand-up comedy dates and anything else you need. You want to email Mike, it's on there. Mike, it was good seeing you today.
Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure.
Spread the love. Get out of the bunker. Let's spread some love today. Thanks for hanging out in Breuniverse. We'll see you next week. Take a look around and what do you see?
Hey, this is Jim Breuer, and I got my own Patreon page, and hopefully you'll check it out. Live comedy concert streamed once a month. Weekly, you host your own podcast, and you interview me. Early access to the Breuniverse podcast every single week, and have bonus footage and bonus segments. I promise you I'm not going to let you down. Go check out my official Jim Breuer Patreon page, and I'll see you there.